guys, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 16 of the FC Porto save. You join us now, about to take on Chelsea in a massive opening Champions League game, which will give me an idea of have I developed the team the right way, have I brought in the right players, or have I made a massive mistake and has my recruitment been absolutely dreadful in terms of taking us to the next level. Remember the last game? I said to ease. There were too many penalties. Well, we went to Pentafield and we scored 3 penalties. Yep, so in the last 2 games, 3 penalties there. In the live game that was the Let's Play the last time, 2 penalties there, 2 for the opposition. There has been 7 penalties in 2 games, and we've had 5 of them. But what is worrying again against Pentafield is the fact that all 3 penalties were the only way we scored with no goals from open play. So I'm hoping that changes things. The good victory does mean we're sitting in second place, 10 points, level in points with Estoril and Sporting, 1 ahead of Benfica, 2 points behind Braga, but of course it's early days. We just keep momentum up, hopefully we should be okay in that front. There's a lot of transfers in and out. I had a busy deadline day, as it always seemed to be in this FM. For some reason I just seem to be able to pull off so many great deals. If you're following my save on Twitch, which if you're not, 21 Maxwell on there, cheap plug, but no, basically on there I've had a reputation of signing a lot of good players on deadline day. Players have become a bit more desperate and became available, so like a more high profile name will maybe move somebody you wouldn't expect them to move. And my last big one was taking Gareth Bale, 4 seasons in right enough. In fact actually might be 5 seasons in. Taking him from Real Madrid to Inter Milan for £6.75 million, purely because he was transfer listed, but it just shows you can make big deals happen right at the end on deadline day. This is the first FM where I've really enjoyed deadline day and made the most of it. But here, as you know, we would sign Pastore. I brought in Levin Kurzawa from PSG, the former Monaco left back. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's a good wee player. I feel maybe never get the rub of the green in this off of PSG, but he looks like a cracking wee player. He's no, I don't really rate Emmanuel Mas, even though he was cheap. I still feel we needed better. So he's come in, and as you can see, get injured on his debut. We also brought in Dede as well. I just felt I hadn't really used him back in the day, so I decided let's use him. And yeah, hopefully he does the job. Of course, with them coming in, players left. Those players were. It's a lot of outs when you consider I've raised 84 million. But basically, we get rid of Sammy. He's away to Pacos Ferreira, £1.3 million. Was never going to feature in my plan, so it just made sense to let him go. The big one was Maicon. It says 6.75, but there's some extra incentives to it. It was okay for us, was one of our better players last year, but he kept getting sent off, and I just felt, you know, discipline and stuff like that. 1 red card already this season, 1 red card last year, 3-0 competitions. I just felt enough is enough. Let's move him out and let's bring in, obviously I brought in Dede to replace him, but we've obviously got other numbers there. The Emmanuel Mas deal, as I say, comes up as 9.75 million to Barcelona. It does go up to about 15 million. To be fair, I know we only paid 3.5. That's why I thought a good profit. I wasn't a massive fan of him. And when a club at Barcelona comes in from, I just thought, you know what, just take him. And it's interesting to see how he does there, but I never rated him too highly. Interesting to see how Barcelona get out of him. That's kind of falling in the Bolton module there with that kind of sale. And the last one was Quintero. This goes up to 13 million, 11.25. I know he turns out pretty good most of the time. I did take him to, was it Rapid Vienna I took him to? I think it was Rapid Vienna I took him to, and never done it for me. So I just felt with the likes of Pastore, Herrera, the 2 Herreras, I just felt, well, it's best off we don't take him any further here. We just sell him, get rid, and we'll see if the AI can do good with him. Well, he had a good start when he came back to us. I just felt, nah, probably let's just let him go. So overall, 41 million's been spent, 84 million has been made from sales. The bank balance is 32 million pound in it. Obviously, a lot of money went to securing Javier Pastore. So let's hope he delivers the faith we put in him as we get into these are the kind of games where he needs to stand out. Now, unfortunately, because of injuries, suspensions, homegrown players meant a lot of players weren't eligible, so we've had to really recruit the young players in this team. The Champions League, which sees opportunities for Cristiano David, who's a new gen, and isn't very good. I just put mine because his name was Cristiano. Diego Rieti, and the 4.5-star potential player, Helder Silva, who's not a new gen, but a really young player. Putting faith in these wee guys as youngsters on the bench. They probably won't start, but it's been a really limited team to play against. Chelsea, which is going to be Casillas, Martin Zunde, Diego Reyes, Dede, so a complete new partnership at the back. Maxi Pereira, playing limited fullbacks instead of my normal wing backs, just really because I get exposed badly when I was managing Inter against Real, so I felt right, that's probably best we do that. So Hazard and Willian, for example, don't just break everything down these channels. Midfield 4, Brahimi, Ruben Neves, Ander Herrera and Andre Carrillo, and then Pastore behind Barbosa. Well, he's been scoring goals. He's keeping Abukar at the team as far as I'm concerned. I think the only thing I'll do is change it to counter. But it's a massive game. What I should say, we should be getting through this group, so it's really going to be down to if we can take any points off Chelsea, better head to head against AC Milan, and hopefully we can get the points against Legia. Shove them in as our squad numbers, hoping for a good performance, hoping the boys won't let us down. They certainly didn't last year in the Champions League, so as expected, the only real surprises here is they've done Daryl Janmaat at right back now. They've signed Stefan de Vrij, and Nathan Ake gets a good chance at left back, who doesn't look as good in this as maybe he should. I thought I was really impressed with him when Manu played against Watford when he came on. He looks really good. Interesting other new signings they've got there is Calhanoglu and Prato with Cuadrado back from his loan spell, and youngster Matteo Delic on the bench as well. But no, Nathan Ake played really well against Manu. I was quite impressed. So that's why I'm surprised. His stats aren't maybe as good as they could be. So just my usual, camp everybody. Every one of you can make the difference. And it'll be interesting to see who does make a difference here. If it's in a positive manner, or if it's in a negative manner. If they, because I still feel we may be more too offensive, if you know what I mean. There's too many players that are kind of playmakers. There isn't that proper ball winner that could take us somewhere. Like we can get away with it, I think, domestically. When it comes to Europe and it comes to the major opposition, I just feel we're maybe missing that. You know, that William Carvalho, who incidentally has actually left Sporting Lisbon, and he's moved to PSG for the big bucks. But here's Diego Costa. He shoots from distance. He's unlucky there. It's a good effort, but he couldn't put it in the back of the net. So decent so far. I honestly would take a point straight away. So if you take a point for here, it's 1 point you don't expect it yet. Normally I'd say win all your home games, but I think Legia can count as probably should be home win and away win. An extra pressure now, the fact that AC Milan have taken the lead there through Carlos Bacca. I'm quite happy with this. We've kept them quiet. They've had no shots on target. Roman goalie makes it 2-0 for the Italian Giants, so they've made a successful return to the Champions League. I think if we keep this up, we keep frustrating them. Maybe when it comes to like the last 30 minutes, that's when we start to attack them. In fact, if we get a wee chance before the half-time whistle, Reyes. Really intrigued to see how he does, because obviously highly rated in previous FMs. Barbosa's unlucky. There's Diego Costa. Tackle there from Dede. That's much better, excellent. I've even looked to put limited fullbacks on when I start playing Minter Save again. So I'm happy with that. We'll just say, keep this up, boys. We've been good so far. See how they do. Let's keep this up. There's Ake. Hazard. He's unlucky. On Pastore. That's something you could make some magic happen. It gives them a little bit of a free roam when you've got the two players playing behind them. Willian, Matic, Diego Costa could save from Casillas. The worrying thing is, obviously, with his age, I think you might be able to get another 2 seasons out of him after this, so we might need to start looking at potential replacements, but I just don't know where you find a quality keeper like Iker Casillas that is going to cost next to nothing. Here's Hazard. Stupid mistake from Maxi Pereira to start with. And thankfully Casillas again saves us, so just no idea what Maxi Pereira's doing there. Yeah, we've managed to defend it well, that's good. Here Diego Reyes. Interception, Fabregas, Matic. Big Costa, what can he do? And thankfully he's offside. it's not too bad. So we've held on well. Worrying thing is fitness issues, but I think my style of play it knackers a lot of the players. I've noticed that in like a lot of my saves, like a lot of my team are really struggling in conditioning. Maybe it's my problem with the fitness coaches. Maybe I don't focus enough training on fitness. But I'm trying my best to like balance between conditioning and match fitness, which most of the time I've managed okay, I'd like to think so far. So Barbosa will come off for Abukar. I'm going to take off Brahimi for Atsu, just going at them with a bit of pace, and Ruben Neves for Sergio Oliveira. So just can use all three changes, going to go attacking, and we'll say to everybody, you can make a difference here. See Sergio Oliveira, what we say to you. Good man. So hopefully getting about this, hopefully we can sneak a winner. It's just a shame, people like Carrillo struggling, but you don't have the options in the bench. I didn't really want to risk like a 17-year-old in this kind of situation. So hopefully, we can counter for this set piece. And Hazard. And it's Cuadrado at the back post. God damn it. I think it's Martin Zunde that's closest to him there that makes the mistake. I don't even know if he makes a mistake, but he's got to get closer, is it? Yeah, Martin Zunde. He's got to get in front of Cuadrado there. And it's an empty net for the Colombian to slot it into. So not great so far. Overload, I think, with a team talk after 80 minutes, just telling them to demand a bit more. I've been guilty going overload maybe a bit too early this year, but I definitely feel most of my teams have got the. I think we'll calm down, just so they're not freaking out. I just think they've got enough attacking talent to do so. Let's see what happens here. Nathan Ake, Matic. Boys, out and counter, not Hazard. That's it. Right, this is the chance we need to take, and there's a bit of pinball. Pastore. So we get numbers up to support him. Jan Mataway. Matic. Come on, Chalanoglu. Prato. Hazard's in again. Oh, unlucky there with the dink. I was hoping, playing him as a limited fullback he'd be okay, but he just seems to be getting completely exposed and behind by Eden Hazard. But again, it isn't Hazard, he's obviously highly rated in this, and he's not suffering for the form he has in real life. So it's a disappointing defeat. It's not the end of the world. I feel like at least we were competitive. And I feel once we get the newer players embedded within our system, we should be okay. The big ones are going to be these two games against Milan, who, incidentally, we travel to next. So judging by our fixtures with Belenenses and Ferenese in the next two games, I think the next Let's Play will probably be AC Milan. But like Rangers, I'm determined to try at least make something happen in Europe. Fair enough we won the Europa League there, but I'm hoping here we can make the Champions League happen. But thank you for watching, guys. I'm recording this at like 9 in the morning. My sleep pattern's a bit all over the place, so you're wondering why I sound a bit kind of off. I've been up since 3. Fell asleep during half-time El Clasico, woke up when UFC was on, and just decided I'll just stay up and go to sleep later on. So that's him kind of a wee bit all over the place. But I hope you still enjoyed it, regardless, guys. Trying to not be too kind of over the top and stuff like that. Just try to tell a story here, and hopefully it's a story taking Porto to the success of Mourinho or an AVB, winning a European trophy. But as always, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you've got any comments, what do you think of the signings, etc., let me know in the comment section below. Always happy to reply. Let me know how your saves are going, guys. It's always good to know how you are doing. And as I said before, guys, I've got the big save on Twitch where I'm trying to win every league championship. I've won 2 so far, failed in one country, so I'll have to go back there. We're at country number 3, which is Italy, using the same manager. You can only move when a job becomes available, and they give you it. So apart from that, guys, thanks for watching. See you all real soon. Bye bye.